You don't worry that nobody will talk to you anymore. You worry that if they did, you wouldn't know who to be. It's 7:10 in the evening. You're walking home with one grocery bag hanging from your hand. Every few steps, you switch it to the other hand. The street is familiar enough that you don't have to think about where you're going. Your phone vibrates. Not a message, an app reminding you that you haven't opened it today. You lock the screen again. Before you've really looked at it, you pass the bakery you walk past every time. The lights are on, people inside, talking. You slow down without meaning to, not because you know anyone, because you remember when being in a room full of people didn't feel like watching something you used to know how to do. The grocery bag slips lower in your hand. You lift it again. You keep walking. But somewhere between one street and the next, you realize you've been alone for so long that you're no longer sure how you sound when someone says your name. You thought isolation made you lonely. It did something quieter than that. It made you stop knowing which version of yourself shows up when another person is in the room. Now every conversation feels less like talking and more like trying to remember a language you used to speak without thinking. You didn't lose your voice. You lost the person who used to use it. You keep walking because stopping would make the silence louder. Someone passes you on the pavement. You both smile for half a second. Then they're gone. Your feet keep moving. It should have been nothing, but your mind stays with it longer than they do. 3 steps later, you're already rehearsing answers nobody has asked for yet. I'm good, just busy, nothing new. You turn them over while you walk, not because they matter, because you can't remember which one sounds like you anymore. You reach the crosswalk. The light is red. You look at the people in the cars passing in front of you. Some are talking, some are laughing, some aren't saying anything at all. The bag cuts into your fingers. You switch hands again. The light changes. You start walking. And then it arrives without warning. The last time you laughed with a group. You remember laughing a second later than everyone else. Not because you missed the joke, because you were checking if it was still okay to laugh. A few more steps, another memory surfaces. The last time someone asked what you'd been up to lately, you answered with facts. Work, groceries, sleep. You left out everything that filled the quiet, because none of it sounded like something another person would understand. You turn onto your street. The bag has left a line across your fingers. You switch hands one last time. The houses are lit from the inside. Through one window, someone is setting the table. Through another, 2 people are talking in the kitchen without thinking about how they're talking. You don't slow down, but you notice every one of them. You stop in front of your door. You set the bag down before reaching for your keys. The plastic has left a mark across your fingers. You stand there for a second. The street behind you is still full of people walking home. Tomorrow, if someone starts a conversation with you, you'll answer. You'll find the words. They won't notice how carefully each one was chosen. You will.